Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. Here's another great tutorial video. Hope you enjoy. Let's go. This is one of those plastic chairs that are pretty cheap. You get from stores. And what happened is the welding points under 3 areas here have broken off. This one's fractured a little bit. I'm not going to worry about that too much unless really it starts going. I'm going to try putting some clamps underneath and 2 screws in. So we're going to see how that works out. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take this slides out. Okay, it takes a little bit to do, but it slides out. Just work on it both ways. I'm glad the camera's far back enough. It comes out. It does tension. It does spring out, so it got me in the belly. It did not hurt. All right, set the chair aside. We're not going to break it. All right, and this is what's going to be worked on. Now this is pretty cool. On these ends here, I'm going to drill a hole through, and hopefully I'm going to get the bolt and nut to go through both of these at once. That'll work on both sides here. My issue is on this side, just how I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to figure out as the time goes on. Maybe I can wrap it around. I don't know, but we'll go with it as it flows. I'm going to mark right there. I'm going to start tapping. You're going to need a hammer and a tap to put a dent in there, so when you drill, you don't slide all over the place. Okay, I'm going to show you how to tap in case you don't know how to do it. Okay, there's a mark right there. This is the tap. All right, and you got to put a dent in there in order to get the drill to stay in spot. So get your finger out of the way. The tap is the only thing doing it. All right, this thing's going to vibrate like you wouldn't believe. I have everything off of it so things don't pop off as I do this. One good strike. Okay, and that little chip right there is where the drill bit can stay. All right, really hoping it does stay there, so it's just a nice little drill through. So just do that to the rest of them, the dots. The nice thing about a bench like this, we have holes already, so if I drill through, it's not going to affect my bench, even though the bench is kind of old. Okay, and no damage to the bench. Got a nice clean cut. Go ahead and blow that off. Be careful of the back, it is sharp. I want to take, I think I did measure them to see if that was thick enough, but I want to take my screw and put it through there, and it works just fine. Alright, so that's a good size, and go ahead and drill the rest of them like that. Every place we put eyelets. I have a total of, I think, 4, because I'm going to do some different kind of stuff. Haven't told you yet. I'm going to do this side over here. So go ahead and drill the rest of them, just like that. I want to show you a little trick on getting this to line up to get the thread through. All right, so you're going to back off that screw to get this to go underneath, so you can get the screw all the way through. All right, take a set of needle nose. I'm going to try and make this to where you can see it all the time, and you're going to push it down. All right, you're holding around, both things at once. You take your lock nut, okay, the rubber side out. All right, so the crown is out. You get a couple of threads on that and then let loose. All right, and there you go. You can tighten that down as tight as you can and go get your tool to do it. What you want to do is take one of the nuts over to your toolbox, find a wrench that'll fit that, and that's a lot better than bringing a bunch of wrenches over here to find out what it's at. So we're going to put this on the bottom. All right, that's a lot easier, and then turn this side down. Tell you right now that sucker is not going anywhere. That is snug, tight, and that's not going anywhere. So we're going to do the same thing to this side over here. All right. So I'm going to start from the get-go. All right, and it went around this way. Yep, it went around this way, and make sure you don't fold the rubber. We're going to bend the bottom. And we need to, I really hope I didn't reach too far. It looks like it's further away. Oh, this is not going to be good. All right, this is not going to be good. Okay, well, we have another hole right here that we're going to bend this over to. Let's get the first one in. This is just one of those things because it is a little different. I didn't measure at all. I don't think I should have, but I'm not worried about it. So we put that down there. Well, that means we're just going to use another set of screws. Screw, nut and screw. So go ahead and put this guy on there. All right, and screw this guy down. All right, it still has some play, but I'm also looking. I can go back and tighten that down. I'm looking at how much room I have in here. So now the idea here is take your needle nose. You're going to bend the daylights out of this guy. Okay, and bend them over. You want them to hit that hole. That's a pre-drilled hole. That hole was already there. Got another straight. We're going to bring it in. I'm not going to be able to screw it down from that side, I don't think, because I'm going to have to back off the screw to get this screw in there. So we're going to have to go in from this way, I think. Let's see how that works out. And put the nut on this side over here. So we're going to slide the nut in spot. This could be pretty interesting because that arm is going to hit the nut. I'm going to have to back off the screw that I already put in. We can't take it out because once you use a lock nut, you cannot use it again. You're not supposed to. So we're just going to back it off so we have some more play. But we're not taking it out. All right. So we have about a quarter inch or so play in there. Maybe we can get a screw in on this side now. It doesn't look like it. Does not look like I can get a screw past. I did. I got it. All right. Now the question is, am I going to be able to keep the screw in place while I put the nut in? All right. So that's on. All right. I don't know if I was out of the picture on that, but I think you got the idea. All right. Put that on. That might have to be, that's going to be a neat little trick. Getting that on, and I am going to have to use this side to turn. And there, it's tight. Okay, nice thing about lug nuts, when they're tight, they are tight, and they're not coming out. We used nuts like this plus safety wire in the Navy. Use clamps like this in the Navy. That's how I knew that little trick on the other side with the needle nose. There you go, 2 of them down. A little different on that one, but hey, it works. And luckily we have enough screws. Well, my wife was kind of laughing when I said you need a knife to open the case for the knife, because I couldn't get the knife out of the case that I bought it in. Anyway, I think Ace did a beautiful job with putting a little plastic thing in to protect you. So I'm going to hang on to that, and after I'm done with the knife, just put this back on. This is an old tire tube, many holes in this, so always cut away from yourself. All right, and give that a good cut. The rubber comes in handy for many of things. So when you're on an end like this, you can either fold it over, always cut away from you. All right, never, never, never towards you. All right, as a youngster, I cut myself enough times, did enough things. All right, so I'm wondering if that's going to be enough rubber. We're going to find out right now. So we're going to fold this over. I'm going to put this in here. Put this down here. And I think that's going to be really snug. That's really snug. So that's going to work out nicely. All right, so it's about 3 inches. All right, fold it over and tucked in down here. You could probably do 2 inches of rubber. And slide it in there and put it down in here. We're going to take a screw and go down. We're going to take a nut, go on this side, and it should tighten. It should, there we go. I tested the threads and everything when I bought them. Okay, and I'm missing a couple of screws, but I need another set for over here, but I have them in there. That's fine. So now this is the side that I need to do something on this side. We're going to just bend this. Use your finger to bend this. All right, if you need a pair of pliers, you can do that, and just use the pliers to do it. I am just going to bend this as snug as I can on the other side. So that's holding. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and tighten this guy down. Hold this in the spot. All right, wiggle it to break it loose, and that's not going anywhere. That's tightened down there. All right, might want to take a screwdriver and just give it a good bending down in the spot. That's not going anywhere. All right, weld spot's over here, so it's not going to slide out going that way. So I'm going to put this one in. This might be a little different now. I don't know if I can reach over there, because we have this one in. This one's not all the way up against the end. So I need to kind of bend that out. That's going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's put that screw in and see where that other end comes up. All right, I just caught the threads enough, and I haven't even come all the way through. Just caught the threads enough to work with. All right, if it pops out, oh well, it'll pop out. All right, now what I didn't do is cut the rubber to go under yet. I'll do that in just a minute. So what I want to do is spread this out and get it over the ledge. All right, so I can fold that under. I think it's going to work just fine. I need to cut some rubber to put in that. All right, so I'm going to grab my couple of inches and cut. That's good enough. All right, we're going to fold that under, stick it in there. All right, and that's going to be enough, I think. When this is pushed down, that is going to work. Still a lot of play in that. I wonder why there's more play than on this side over here. Let's go 3 over on this. And that's going to give us our 3 over. That'll work. 3 will work. All right, so for right now, I'm going to tighten this guy down. Okay, that's tightened all the way down. I think I'm going to go around with the screwdriver and turn the screws on every one of these to make sure they're all tight when I'm all done. All right, so I'm going to pull this out as far as I can. We need to, no kidding, bring this out, way out there, and bend this down. Bend this thing down. I could just get the hammer and just whack the thing. Which might be what I do. Just get the hammer and tap it. All right. It is getting humid out here. Didn't think I'd do that. Okay, so that's on there. That's on there. I'm going to take this. Okay, that's on there. So now what I want to do, we're just going to go around and make sure everything's tight. All right, take your wrench, put it on that side. Just make sure everything's tight. All right, the bottom of the seat is right here. All right, this guy was a pain to put in, to get out. Now, I have to actually look at the video to find out which way it goes back on. I think it was right here. I need to see which way. That's what's nice about videos. You can actually play them back and see which way it goes on. Okay, it's the longer part. This part right here was down. All right, so that's what's nice about that kind of stuff. So now this did pop out a lot. You know, there's a little crack right there, a fracture on this. I'm guessing it goes in here first, and then we pop it in on this side. That's what I'm hoping to do. This was, I know it really had some tension on it when it came out. So don't hurt yourself doing this. Watch me hurt myself because I said that. Okay, you need to slide it. You need to get by this guy right here. All right, that's why I'm backing out. All right, we're on that. We need to get by this guy and pop it in over here. All right, there we go. All right, push it down, and I think we're in. That's it. I'm going to go put it on get the pedestal, sit it on there, and see if it's going to hold. It should hold just fine. Now, if it breaks with me in it, it'll definitely break with my son in it. So here we go. Test is good. I don't even feel any cracking, anything. Test is good. So hopefully you like the video. Hey, it works out good. Subscribe. Take care. Bye.